Welcome to Reinvention Tuesdays. Thank you for tuning in for another week of motivational speech, motivational talk. Last week we talked about don't lose sight of the mission. Don't lose sight of the mission. So what does that mean? We was talking about how sometimes we have trials, tribulations, or circumstances that take our eyes off the prize. So we want you to go out there and YouTube that video, understand what the message was, but the main theme was don't lose sight of the mission. One of the main quotes out of that message was, it doesn't matter how many times you fall, right? It doesn't matter how many times you fall. That's not where the glory lies. The glory lies in how many times you can pick yourself up again. How many times you can keep getting up off the ground. So remember that, right? Don't lose sight of the mission. Don't lose sight of your dreams, your desires, your visions, right? Whatever it is that you have sight of, the main picture, the main thing, stay in your lane and accomplish those things. Once again, YouTube that video, don't lose sight of the mission. This week, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it, right? So this week, the movie of the weekend is going to be a movie that's real spectacular. It's about Antoine Fisher, the Antoine Fisher story. It's a story about a young man. He had dreams, he had a vision, and then he had a troubled past. So what he was allowing to happen is he allowed his past to control his present moment. Think about it. You can't allow your past to control you in your present state. Yesterday is history. We said that last week. Yesterday is history. Today is a gift. Tomorrow's a mystery. We don't know what tomorrow has to offer. Yesterday has passed. Today is the moment. Today is a gift. So go YouTube that movie. Go Blockbuster that movie. However, go see what the message is about, right? In that movie, he's talking about how all these things in his past had a hold on him. It was a mental crutch. It was a mental thing that had him and held him back from his dreams, held him back from his visions until he met a person in his life who changed his life around, changed his thought process, changed the way he thought about things. So that's what you have to do. You have to find that one thing that motivates you, that one person that motivates you, that's going to change your thought, change your process of how you process things, right? You got to have that person in your life who cares about you, or you got to have that one thing that motivates you, whether it's religion, whether it's going out with your friends, whether it's school, whatever it is. You got to have that one thing that you can grasp onto and say, oh, I want it bad. I want it bad. I want something that's going to help me get to my dreams. I want something that's going to help me with my desires. I want something that's going to help me achieve my visions, right? So go YouTube and Blockbuster that movie. The book of the week, right? The book of the week is Race Matters. In that book, it talks about a whole bunch of systemic issues, things that, you know, are troubling America. So go to the Barnes and Nobles or go to your local library and check out the book, right? So what we're trying to do with Reinvention Tuesdays is we're trying to change your thought process. We're trying to change your mindset. We're trying to change the way you think about things. So the quote of the day, we have a quote each week. We have a quote each day, right? So the quote of the day is by Malcolm X. He says this. He says, it's not about how many steps in life you take, right? Or you feel like how many risks that you have. It's about how many times that you can capitalize on those steps and risks that you take in life. So you got to be willing to step out there on faith. You got to be willing to do that. You got to be willing to take a chance. Sometimes you got to keep swinging till you strike out. I'm not afraid of striking out. You shouldn't be afraid of striking out, because if you strike out, at least you tried. At least you tried. If you fail, at least you try swinging, right? So don't give up on yourself, right? So it's another quote we want to leave you with. John Maxwell says it like this: it's not how heavy the load is that you carry, it's how you carry the load. Think about a camel. A camel, most people ride camels because they can carry heavy loads. They can carry heavy burdens. Can you carry a heavy burden? Can you carry a heavy load? Think about it. Position yourself. Add the tools to your tool belt so you can carry the heavy loads in your life, the heavy burdens, the trials, the tribulations. What are those things that you can grasp onto and say, I want it bad? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? You got to think about that. You got to ponder about that. Last week we said don't lose sight of the mission. This week we're saying, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want the prize? How bad do you want to achieve it, right? We had a quote in one of our videos. It says, If you only give 90%, this always sticks with me. If you only give 90% when you're training, you're only going to give 90% when it matters the most. So if you only can give 90% when it matters the most, 9 times out of 10, you won't be able to carry a heavy burden. Do you hear me? You won't be able to carry that heavy burden. So how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Antoine Fisher wanted it bad. He wanted it bad. Once he met Denzel, it changed his life. It changed his concept of thought. He said, now I want to change my mindset. He started reading. He started doing research. He started looking at things in his life and he started changing it. Then it was a domino effect. Everything around him just changed. So I'm going to leave you with this quote right here. All right? Get a grip of what has a grip of you. Get a grip of what has a grip of you. What is it in your life that has a grip of you? Right? Think about it. Is it something holding you back? Is it a person? Is it things that you've been through in your past? Stop walking on those mental crutches. Stop walking on those mental crutches. That's not going to help you. You got to get a grip of what has a grip of you. Right? Think about it. Nelson Mandela says it doesn't matter how many times you fall. It matters how many times you can get up. This week we're leaving you with get a grip of what has a grip of you. So sometimes it may be something that is holding you back and you cannot get up from that fall. But if you can look up, you can get up. What are your desires? What are your dreams? What are your visions? What are the things that you want to achieve in life? Don't lose sight of the mission, right? That was last week. This week, how bad do you want it? What are you willing to sacrifice for your dreams? What are you willing to sacrifice for your desires? What are you willing to sacrifice for your visions? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Are you going to let go of those things that got a grip of you? What's holding you back? What's holding you down? What's keeping you out of the things that is your destiny? It's things that are already promised to you that are just waiting to be manifested. All you have to do is just walk into it. All you have to do is just walk into it. So all you have to do is get up today. Let go of those things in your past. Yesterday is history. Today is a gift. Tomorrow is a mystery. So you don't know what tomorrow has to offer. So let it go today. Let it go today. Once again, it's not how heavy the load that you're carrying. It's how you carry the heavy load. Get a grip of what's got a grip of you. And think about how bad do you want it. We'll see you next week.